JSA TV, your virtual newsroom for telecom professionals. Joining us here today is my friend, Mr. Erick Contag. He's the COO of GlobeNets. Erick, welcome to JSA TV.
Hello, Jamie. Thank you for having me here.
And we can see we have a live shot straight into the party there. You guys are celebrating 10 years of success. Can you tell us some more?
Yes, we're very excited. It's been a very nice run these last 10 years. June marks GlobeNet's 10th year anniversary. We started off in 2003, and our first charter was to turn the company around. If you recall, back in the early 2000s, there was quite a bit of overbuilt, flood in the Atlantic, etc. And we were given 36 months to reach a cash flow break-even point at GlobeNet. We were able to do that at the end of 2004, so in half the time that we had initially planned. And basically, ever since, we've had a phenomenal growth curve in our market. We've extended our network. We're very excited about the successes that we have had in the industry recognition. Amongst them, first company to offer carrier Ethernet services into our South America region. We're MEF certified. We have the, definitely by far, the ultra-low latency network serving the stock exchanges of New York and Bovespa and others. So the accomplishments have been phenomenal. We have a phenomenal team, a phenomenal customer base, very excited. We're looking forward to the next 10 years.
Well, that's wonderful. And I know another key milestone for you is that replacement segment on one of your fiber optic cables. Can you tell us some more about that?
Absolutely. We recently replaced our segment 5, which is the Bermuda to U.S. cable system. That piece started as the bus 1. It was initially designed for 5 gigs, and over these last 10 years, we were able to squeeze out 1.2 terabits of capacity out of the system. That itself was a key milestone, and it speaks volumes of our network engineers that were working on the technology together with the vendors to try to adopt newer and newer technology on this older cable system. However, we reached a point where we knew that we were not going to be able to expand any further. And in anticipation of the large demand and capacity growth that we will have and continue to have in Latin America, we made a strategic decision to invest in a new subsea cable system connecting Bermuda to the United States. That project started about a year and a half ago. The cable was deployed towards the end of 2012, was rigorously tested in the first couple months of this year, and then, of course, we made it an integral part of the global network itself. And we did all of this without affecting really our customers. We found restoration routes, we routed traffic on the other side of the network, we implemented maintenance windows, and I think everybody's very satisfied, both internally and externally, of the results that we have. And we basically future-proofed our network for many years to come, so it was a major milestone.
Wonderful. Now, you guys have obviously been growing capacity as well as your reach. You just made a lot of roads into Colombia, if you will. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes. We started our terrestrial expansion to Colombia to reach the eastern border, providing fully diverse ring-protected services to an area that Colombia that was not initially served. And from there, we extended to the capital cities of that country. We established an office in Bogota in 2010, and we've been basically growing in that market, let's say, as a last entrant, but with a diverse product, and that provides tremendous values to our customers. But because of the growth that we expect in Colombia itself, and let's say on the Pacific side and northern part of Latin America, we made another strategic decision to build submarine extensions to Colombia. Therefore, you're going to have direct subsea access to the Atlantic coast of the country. We have the complement of the existing terrestrial network. That project itself is well underway. The cable was manufactured, was tested. It's being loaded on the ship this week. And we expect that deployment to be completed by the end of this calendar year. So we're very excited about that as well.
And let's talk about Latin America in general. As you know, the region is hot. The annual growth has been explosive. What do you see as the drivers there?
The drivers in Latin America are very similar to those of any developing country. It's mainly driven by broadband internet. And as economies grow, you have more disposable income. You can provide services to more users, but you can also provide bigger and better services to those users. So there's a couple of things that we see finally taking off in Latin America. You have 4G LTE just being born in some countries like Colombia, and more recently also in Brazil. You have fiber to the home, allowing you to deploy those services that perhaps in the U.S. we're very used to, but were unheard of until recently in some of our regions. And of course, you're deploying all sorts of mobile-based services that are very data intensive. So the combination of all those services is absolutely important in terms of having a robust network infrastructure terrestrially, and also the same on the subsea side. So by deploying the services and the end user experience that people want, you're able to see continued growth, let's say, in our region. We have a series of upcoming events that I believe are critical, and mainly in Brazil, which is the World Cup of 2014, and then later on the Olympics. And recently, we helped a major TV network to provide services for a seasonal event in Brazil with phenomenal results. So having the right subsea infrastructure, the right products and services, and the right partners at network endpoints is absolutely critical. And I think that's something that GlobeNet has built over many years. And we're very proud to be ready to provide the right level of services for our growing customer base.
Well, congratulations. 10 years of unbelievable growth and success, and here's to 10 plus more for you. And thank you for joining us here on JSA TV. And for our viewers at home, check out more on GlobeNet at globenet.net. And thank you for tuning in to JSA TV.